Hello everyone, and welcome to Fun with Print, a webinar in which we will tell you everything related to HP Signage Suite and HP Click. My name is Cesar Quijano, and I will guide you through HP Signage Suite.
And my name is Sofia Martin, and I will be guiding you through HP Click. I will be training you through the entire printing workflow, from designing to printing in your large format printers. But before going in depth with each of the solutions, let us briefly tell you what each of the solutions are and who they are for.
So what is HP Signage Suite? We know that content availability and the application design is a barrier of entry and a bottleneck for both printer owners and their customers. This is where HP comes in with HP Signage Suite. HP Signage Suite is a two-part solution. First, it's a set of design tools, cloud-based, that non-design experts can use. And on the other hand, there is a set of tools for print service providers to receive those files as ready-to-print PDFs that they can just download and print. HP Signage Suite is completely free to use. The only requirement is having an HP printer serial number, a compatible printing software that can be either HP Click, HP SmartStream, or compatible third-party RIP software. For an updated list, please visit hpsignage.com.
Thank you, Cesar. Now let's talk about printing. Even wonder how difficult it is to print in large format? Not anymore. I will show you how it is to print in large format. All you need is a click. But before, let's take a pause and understand who is HP Click for.
I need something really easy to use with simple settings that lets me preview before I send to print.
I need one software for all my printers that let me do more applications and ensure an error-free printing.
We have limited resources and most of us need to do multitasking. We need something that saves time and costs.
Can HP help us?
Yes, we have developed a one-click-to-print software, which will allow you to print many applications with simple settings and real-time print preview.
Hey Sophia, I have just received an email for a customer named Frank in London that would like to know a little more regarding HP Signage Suite. And I think that is also the perfect opportunity to also show him HP Click as a way to print those files. So what do you think about paying him a visit? I'm going to London.
Sure, let's go.
Hello Frank.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Frank. Nice to
Hi,
meet you.
and welcome to London. Thank you so much for coming and visiting my little coffee shop. And, well, I'm sorry about the rain. Hopefully it'll stop soon. Well, what I'd like to do is maybe explain a little bit about my coffee shop that I have here so that you can best advise me on the solutions that you have. In the copy shop, my main focus is small format printing, but we also have two different large format printers. One 60 inches and this one here, which is 44 inches in width, which mainly produces large format posters and especially line drawings. The problem is the volume of line drawings is decreasing, and I need to look to supply my customers with their new needs, which are more diverse types of application. The challenge I have is a lot of them ask me for design help, but I don't have a designer in store and I don't have the time either to help them with their design work. Is there anything you can do, anything you can offer in order to help my customers to create really interesting designs and new applications?
Sure thing, Frank. What we have is a cloud-based software that is very easy to use for end customer. That is called HP Signage Suite. That is a web-based solution, so the customer just needs to open the browser that is linked to your web page, and is going to be able to do the design on his own. And in the end, what you're going to receive is a PDF ready to print. Really easy, with no intervention on your part, reception 24/7, which I think is very convenient for you. Doesn't it sound nice?
Sounds excellent.
Okay, so as I told you before, do you have a website currently?
Yes, we do. We have a brand new one.
Okay, excellent. Because HP Signage Suite was conceived to be integrated into a website because, as you know, online business is a trend in the industry. So we want to adapt to this new environment. To use HP Signage Suite in this kind of environment, you have several options depending on what you want to do. First of all, you have the external link that is a very easy type of integration that you just click, you open the new tab that you design, and you end. The problem is that you don't have any payment capabilities enabled using that. If you want a more e-commerce workflow, you need to do other of the two types of integrations, and those are the WordPress integration. It's a plugin that integrates very, very well with a WordPress site that are very popular, easy to use. But you don't have as much personalization as the last method of integration. That is the API integration, that you have a lot of flexibility and options. You may need more expertise for a web developer, but you can do virtually anything that you want to do. If you don't have the knowledge nor the resources for doing that, we have an official HP partner, B2C Print, that can offer you some packages for doing the web integration.
Fantastic.
Doesn't sound nice?
Sounds wonderful. So can you tell me maybe what it would look like, what the interface would look like?
Absolutely. As I told you before, it's a cloud-based software, so I just need a computer. Do you have anything nearby?
Certainly, just over here.
Okay. Frank, this is the interface that your customers will interact with. When you do a new project in HP Signage Suite, the first thing that you're going to do is select the size of the application that you're going to produce. Here, I have already started the commercial posters app, and we are going to select the size. As you can see, you could have already defined 3 sizes that are the most common that your customers use, or you can enable them to select any size that they want.
Excellent.
But for now, we are going to go with the predefined size, this one. After that, we enter into the design process. The first thing, if you are completely new to the application, you have a small tutorial that will walk you through the different elements of the interface. Let's do that very briefly. Here, you have the content that your customers can interact with. Also, you can zoom in or zoom out of the application. You can use different tools to personalize the project. And lastly, when you are happy with the project, you just click next and you go to the final check. Let's do a poster for producing macarons. Okay, so we are going to select a background image, just like that. And we can double click here, for example, and we are going to zoom in the background picture. We could adjust this one. We could also scale it up or down, like this.
Okay.
Or just like that. And we can also add more objects very easily, just dragging and dropping. For example, we have here the sign of macarons, and we have also here the price that we can, as we did before, scale up and down. And we can go back to the general overview to know how it's going to look like. But not only that, we can also add elements of furniture to the scene to have a better idea of how it's going to look like in a real environment or where we are going to install the poster. For example, we can do this, and we can change the project if we need to do so.
Okay.
After that, we could also change the different substrates, because you can define different medias that you want to offer your customers. You could offer, for example, a more heavyweight paper or a photo paper. Of course, both of them will have different prices that you will define later on the back end. You could also add text to the image if you need to do so, or you could also change the sizes of the wall that you are doing the design into. After we have finished the design, we just need to go to the final check. Here, we will have the general overview of the project, so we can finalize the design. We could go back and edit it if we are not happy with it, or we can also change the substrate as I showed you before. The only thing that we need to do is to submit the job, and the customer doesn't need to do anything else, nor you need to do, because you will receive the job.
Wonderful. Very simple.
24/7 with no intervention on your part. Now we are going to go to the tools that you're going to use for receiving the PDF and for doing the production. Here we have the dashboard. In the dashboard, you have the general overview or the orders that you have received. If we refresh here, you will see that we have a new order. That is the project that we have just finished.
Okay.
When we click on a project, we will see its status. As you can see, we have already the miniature, the thumbnail, and it's being processed to get the PDF. We have the size, the price, and other production settings. The content that we have used for the order can be managed in the Content tab. You can upload content that your customers can use. Okay, so you can personalize the experience. But also, you can link external content providers. For example, we have Fotolia and Pattern Design. Fotolia is a very good image bank that customers can search and select what they need. And Pattern Design allows them to use vectorial patterns that will not pixelate, and they can easily personalize, changing their color.
Great.
But customers can also use their own content. They can connect their Dropbox account, so they don't need to download the image and then upload it again. And also the Instagram, so they can just, the pictures that they have uploaded, with all the filters and everything, they can use that.
Right, that's more and more popular these days.
Yes. And last but not least, we can go to the Settings tab. In the Settings tab, you are going to be able to select everything from the currency that you want the system to work into to the sizes that you are going to produce your posters, as I showed you before. So here, in the system configuration, as you can see, we can change the currency or the VAT that we want to apply to the prints. And here, in the application settings, for example, if we go to the commercial posters, here you can see the predefined sizes that we were using before. We could add extra bleed if we don't want to show wide areas, or the footer that will be added to the order to be easily identified. We only have to do one more thing. That is going to the Orders tab, clicking on the order, and as you can see right now, the order is ready to print. We just need to click and download the PDF that is ready to go.
Excellent. So now I have the print and the application ready to go. How do I print it?
So this is where HP Click comes into the picture, and Sophia will explain everything related to it.
Excellent.
Now we're going to try to print the posters that has created. First of all, it's very important that you make sure that you have HP compatible printers with Click. I see you have here at set 5600. Good news, we have both versions for Mac and Windows.
So where can I get this software from?
Right here in HP Signage website. Okay. You have to click on Workflow Solutions, HP Click software, and download it from here. You will be asked to fill a short registration form. This will help us to provide you with support. After you filled it out, you will be directed to this tutorial. This tutorial will briefly tell you or explain you how to use HP Click. After that, you will be asked to add a printer. The software will automatically detect HP compatible printers with the software. In case it's not able to detect them, you can add them also manually by clicking here in Add and introducing the IP address of the printer. Here you see, HP Signage set 5600.
Great, really simple.
In case your operators just want to try the software and not to be worried of actually printing while trying, they can make use of the demo printer option by entering here this IP address. You see.
Okay, simple.
Yeah? And one more thing. You have to select the standard sizes you would like to have. Now, for example, we're going to select DIN A. And let's get started. Here, you can select the preferences you would like to have in language, units, inches and millimeters, and the standard sizes you would like to. Okay. You can always come back and add or remove any standard size you would like to have. So now we are all set. So let's print the image Cesar has created. You just have to drag and drop on the application the file. So here we have the file, and let's play around a bit. Here you can see you can change the alignment, you can also change the print modes from fast to best quality, from grayscale and back to color. You can also rotate the image, and as well as selecting the role you want it to be printed. Now we're going to add one more image. So these two images in Click will have their default sizes. You can always change them. For example, we're going to make 2 A2s. As HP Click is a smart software, it will always remember the recently used sizes here. Click will automatically ensure that you get the best quality output by checking the fonts, the file resolution, and also the media size for the media roll.
Fantastic, great.
Now we're going to save some paper. Let's enable the nesting mode on.
Wow, fantastic.
Now we click on print.
Okay, just before you print though, let me take the file and add some cutting lines on my software.
You can do it right here by selecting cutting lines.
Oh, much easier.
This way you can save some time from going back and forth to your software.
Great.
So now we click on print and the job will be sent to the printer.
Fantastic and so easy to produce.
You see? Let us print once more. Now we're trying to print a multi-page PDF. We just have to drag and drop the file on the application once again. Now, Click will remember the settings you used in your previous jobs, whether you shut down the application or not. So now we're going to change the role 2, and we are going to disable the nesting mode, make more copies out of it, for example, and it will print in the collated version in order sets. We can change also the quality. We're going to make the best. And one more feature is that you can reorder the images and deselect the ones you don't want to print by unchecking the boxes. For example, now we're going to print this one. Now we're done. Let's print back again.
Okay, that looks great. But often I need to understand how much each of these images is costing me. Do you have any solution to be able to show me the costs?
Sure. So here you see in settings, this link will direct you to Embedded Web Server, where you can check the costs attached to the job you're printing.
This is fantastic. So everything you've shown me really is surprising. I thought HP just did printers, but actually you're providing an entire solution to help me in my copy shop. Thanks very much. It's been really helpful and very useful. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Frank. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Frank.
Hi there. We are back in sunny Barcelona to our lovely office. Thank you for watching this training. If you have any questions, we are happy to answer them.
HP Click and HP Signage Suite are tools in constant development and improvement. We love feedback and hearing back from you. So please write us in the following email addresses. Take in mind that both HP Signage Suite and HP Click are tools completely free to use. So goodbye, and
remember, all you need is a click. Bye.